And that's why I put my
Hey,
pants on
everybody,
2
welcome
legs
to
at a time.
The Sith Dominion podcast. This is your host, Dr. Dana Martin. With me tonight, I got Cam and I got Andrew. Andrew stepping in for Zane and or Debbie. Debbie may or may not make it. It's a Daredevil night. That's all that needs to be said. What's up, folks? Hey, we got a banging intro. That it's taken a while to encode the sequence. So
Our producer did not get it ready in time. So.
that's right. You know,
It's
we're
cooking
gonna
up.
actually. We have an internship open right now for associate producer. So those of you that want to be a part of our show as an internship, that means you're not getting paid and you're like making videos for me. That's essentially
Actually,
what that means.
it would be unpaid internship because there are paid internships, Dana.
Well, this is an unpaid internship.
Well,
Look,
I mean,
listen,
you needed
the
to preface
life
that when you were
lessons-
saying internship, bro.
Right.
This is true.
For legal.
The life lessons you learn from me are invaluable. We'll just put that there.
Tell us about how it is being a dad, bro.
I love being a dad, man. That's what happened in the beginning of our time on TikTok. Was I got all crazy about being a dad.
What about a granddad?
I love being a granddad.
What about a great granddad?
What about
I'm
being
not
a
a
husband?
great granddad. Oh, I love being a husband. Being a husband's cool. 100%. Do you like being a husband?
I do. It's great.
Yeah. Do you like being
It's
a dad?
To fur
dad?
animals, sure, yeah.
Dog dad.
Cat dad too. Don't forget the cat, bro.
Oh yes. Well, sorry, tend to forget about those guys. They're not on my list of favorites.
That's crazy.
You know, every cat I've ever known has just been a turd. And no, it's not like, hey, if you're, in a group of people and you think everybody's an asshole, you're the asshole. That's not, no. All cats are just mean turds.
Disagree.
like
My cat's awesome.
Is it?
Yes.
What's its name?
Frankie?
That's Frankie. I thought Frankie was the dog. My bad. The dog's name is what?
Levi.
Levi. Here's the intro.
Bro just really
we're
just
back.
bro-
Yeah,
bro
Dana just was like enough with cats.
I'm like waiting. Is it gonna? Okay.
What great timing.
So there is no new banging intro. That's the same old intro with just different graphic. How you guys
Banger.
been? Cam, we didn't get a lot of time to talk. You jumped on right at the beginning of the show last week, and we kind of jumped into it. You've been busy, man. You good?
Yeah. Yeah, just work, shit, just a lot of stuff. We're all good though. Glad to be
It's
here.
like I don't want to talk about work. We're here to talk about Star Wars, dude. Like
Exactly. My boss is watching. I love my job. Love working for you, Lee. But I'm not here to talk about work. I'm here to talk about Andor. Phenomenal
Heck
show.
yeah.
Everyone
We'll
should
do it.
watch it if you haven't seen it.
Oh, and we're Ferrix in it tonight. The Ferrix Uprising is going to be our focus. I
It's
can't
just-
wait. This is going to be
It's
fun.
just literally what we sat through to this point.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Absolutely. Who's your main
Mine?
on Rivals? Yeah.
On Marvel Rivals? Oh shit.
Yeah.
his steez.
I mean, I like to play a healer. Probably Mantis. If I had the Invisible Woman skin, I'd probably play Invisible Woman. But I don't have the skin, so yeah. Probably Hera or Luna Snow.
Oh, Hera's broken, man.
Or
She's so
not
broken.
Hera. Mantis. Sorry, I don't play
Mantis,
DPS
okay.
because I like to play other characters that I don't just insta lock and screw my team. But I also haven't played in like 2.5 weeks, so
All good. I got Squirrel Girl to Lord, and I'm stoked. I'm working on Penny now. Love me
dang.
some Penny.
Bro's grinding.
Yeah, at 45 minutes a day, maybe. Like I just don't play.
Hey, chat. Tell my wife she needs to get a second job so I can get a truck. Appreciate y'all. Put
I
it in
come in a
chat.
size Wrangler edition.
Nah,
King
bro.
Ranch
Just
edition.
just a little Toyota Tacoma, a little taco. Never hurt anybody.
Yeah. You wouldn't know about that, Andrew. What do you got? What have you been up to?
Well, you could see I took a trip to Scarif,
What?
and all I got were the Death Star plans.
What?
So
I like that shirt. I like that shirt in celebration of what happens to Andor. Nice.
It's been a good week. All the meetings I've been to, and photo shoots and all the jazz. It's just been a crazy week. So,
I guess
am I
musicians
missing
on this
something
pod,
here?
bro.
What? Are you?
no, I'm messing with you. Just a good
Okay.
week. Spring break was last week, so
Yeah.
it was
So
good.
you missed our show, but I appreciate that you were quick to say I can't, so that I had nothing.
Mhm. I just needed a night off from shows. I had like 3 show nights.
You
in
had a
row, and I was
bunch. Yeah, you're on. That's why you're called. What you're called?
I had done 1,000 podcasts in one day, and so I just needed
This guy.
some rest.
So, funny you should say that. So,
Whoa.
in this, you're on the, you're in that spooky Jawas, spooky Jawa shout out. I don't know if you're watching yet or if you are tonight, but you probably will listen. So, what's up? I'm in a kind of a side direct message group with a bunch of these content guys, podcast guys. Where's I going with that? Oh,
I have no idea.
And I want to be able to start doing some like cross promotion and stuff, right? So it's funny you mentioned you didn't do anything last week, but you were just on a bunch of podcasts. We're looking for an associate producer, non-paid internship to do some videos and things. I want us to get. I want to talk to these guys, see if they have like promo, like a 30-second promo about their show, not a specific show, like just about your show. And if you do, send it over. We'll play it on air. I don't care. We'll share. And same, like pass it back to you what we come up with. So I don't have anything, but I need something. In the world of Dr. Dana, I'm having some movement with a lot of stuff. So I released a class that starts on April 7th for communication. It's called Everyone Communicates, Few Connect. And it's about just deepening your understanding of communication, communication tools, things you can do, say, help you to communicate and be a better communicator in your relationships, heck, even with yourself, so that you can work your own shit out. Sometimes you got to do that and talk to yourself in a positive way. The course is only 7 days, but it's over 3 weeks and a day. So over 4 weeks, and you have a morning session or an afternoon session, or you can choose both. It doesn't matter. You can attend both, but each day is its own lessons for the class. This is based on John Maxwell's book, Everyone Communicates, Few Connect. And it is a great book. You can get it on Audible. If you listen to Audible and you use like a credit and listen to it, it's great. And give you the workbook and all the fun stuff, all complimentary, no charge for this. So complimentary class on
really. I was charged.
You didn't even sign up yet.
Yeah, I have signed up.
Then you must have done it in the last 4 hours because there wasn't anyone signed up.
I did do it in the last few hours.
I just sent out kind of the first batch of invites. And if you want an invite, please shoot it to me. Spaces are limited. Again, complimentary. I'm not charging you for anything. There's no secret hidden anything. I got you on the Zoom, and now you can't leave.
Don't worry about the hidden fees. We'll get to that later.
Nothing like that. Just straight up having connection and communication. So
the hidden fees are the tax write-offs for Dana.
Still waiting.
Dana's like, Dana's like, you have to buy my journal to get in.
I wish you'd buy us all merch again. You could write it off for yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't afford
look at how weird Cam and I look compared to you.
Yeah, Charla, dial it in. We need some merch.
I actually had just gotten a message, I think literally 5 minutes ago. Oh, it was right here on my phone from my tax thing. So hopefully we're ready, and either next week I'll have all 3 or no lightsabers left to pay Uncle Sam. And paying your taxes is voluntary. Just want to point that out.
Yeah, just don't
Oh,
pay
really?
those bastards.
So
Good to
yeah,
know.
it's you're not.
And for all you
Oh.
feds in the chat, get out. We don't like you.
Oh, the only feds in the chat is going to be
Andrew.
Streamlabs. Let's see if
Actually, I'm the
Streamlabs is in the
troll.
chat.
Yeah,
Andrew's a fed. Hold on, I got you.
I'm a bot, is what I am.
All right. Also, Dr. Dana Martin website is going through some changes, and our website, the Sith Dominion, is going through some changes. So be advised that if you do go to any of those sites, they will be going through some changes. And
I'm going through changes.
Changes.
so lots of stuff happenings and goings ons. Moving on. We have April 22nd, Andor season 2. April 25th, Revenge of the Sith back in theaters, one night only.
Oh, that's right.
Have they popped for that yet? Or
Gosh,
no?
that takes me back.
I don't know, but you buying us tickets for tax write-off or what?
This guy with his tax write-off.
I
Man,
know
I'm gonna have to dig change out of my couch just to pay for a ticket.
I know what you're about. I know who you are. I'm just playing. I'm looking for tickets. I'm not on my phone. I am on my phone looking for tickets, though.
Fake news.
It's not fake news.
Ah,
Cinemark,
there it is.
baby.
Fandango. Let's do it.
No, Cinemark, dude. Come on now.
Are you not a Brian guy? A Brian Premiere Theater guy?
I'm not going to that ghetto ass theater, bro.
Yeah, but you get like unlimited popcorn and cokes and
Yeah,
slushies,
yeah, but you might fall through the chair.
It is pretty. It's pretty janky. But you know, it's cheaper. And
Literally,
you get all
there's
that
no lights in that parking lot, bro.
what? The whole thing's lit. It's like a big lit part. Which one are you? I think the theater you're talking about is a different theater.
I think
Dana, see, here's the thing. Cam and I are in a different price range than you. We're down here. You're up there.
yeah,
Yours
for
has
real,
lights.
bro.
We don't get lights
Guy.
at our theater.
Holy jeez,
Right.
he's got jokes.
Andrew hadn't even seen Dana's house, bro. It's a nice house. He's got a pool.
I got
He
lucky.
He cooks steak, except for people that live like 10 minutes away from him. I mean, he.
Wow, if
Yeah.
I'm 2.5 hours away, I can't imagine how he would treat me.
Oh,
I sleep
yeah,
outside.
and you're
That's
close
what
to
it is.
Austin. Like I left Austin for a
The
lot of
Dingus
reasons.
Den. What a name,
What?
bro.
It's
What's
a
up?
I
Hey,
love the
Spencer.
name. Dingus Den. Hell yeah.
Dingus Den.
That sounds like a
Spencer's a
podcast
good
name
guy.
to me, Dingus Den.
I've been on
All
his show
right.
a couple times, and he's been
Let's
on the
talk.
canteen a couple times.
Let's talk communism. I mean, let's talk.
Communism bad.
Let's talk about Tony
Hey,
the communist.
Communism jokes are only funny if everyone gets them.
Well, that's okay. Tony Gilroy wrote a masterpiece, or wrote he didn't write
righted.
he righted the whole thing, right? Andor.
I believe that is factually correct, sir. I will confirm. I will lore master till our guy returns.
Oh, I know he did.
Episode.
Yeah.
The last episode is in my. That's all we're going to talk about. I know we have like 4 episodes to cover. I don't give a shit. We're just going to talk tonight about the last episode because there's a lot. Okay, and I want to start with one of the most uncomfortable scenes in the entire show, and I'm going to let you guys tell me what is your most uncomfortable scene out of the entire Andor. Made you feel some kind of way, like, oh my god, he's not really gonna, or wait, are they? Or like, was there a moment in the series that you're like, oh my god, this is gonna happen, and you didn't know? Like, talk to me, Andrew.
Well, when Cyril was eating blue cereal, it made me very uncomfortable because, like, what the heck is going on there? You know? No, I'm just trolling.
That dude's cringe, bro.
Cyril, man, I know he is so terrible. No, he's. I think he's gonna surprise everyone here in the second series. Sorry, go ahead, Andrew.
No, I'm honestly, I'm trying to think. That's a good question. I don't know if there is a scene that made me feel uncomfortable, to be honest.
No, I got you, man. I got you. All right.
I'll try to think of one though if I can. I didn't get the outline before the show, so I didn't have time to think.
What? You still don't have the outline? Don't worry.
No, I don't. It's all good. I'll just look up Andor. I'll just look at the last episode and be like, "Oh, I did not like that," or "Oh, that made me uncomfortable."
All right, here we go. Share the screen. First scene we're gonna talk about, and you're gonna hate me for it because.
And bro's not gonna ask me. That's crazy, bro. It's wild. I'm right next to him. He just forgets about me.
Oh
yeah, that's wild.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did. I did. What about you?
No, show it on screen. It's
like,
all
you
good,
ever
man.
seen like that?
No, it's all good, man. We can go on to the next. It's all good.
Hey,
bro.
Dane and I are both drinking tea. What are the odds?
I'm drinking water out of a mason jar. Maybe water. May not be water.
We will not fact check.
Fake news.
All right.
Okay, that's pretty uncomfortable.
How? You were in trouble. Cyril. I knew that.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Man. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah,
man.
I'm a little uncomfortable now. Can we get this off the screen, bro?
I love how he had the episode there already, though. Like, he knew.
Dana, do you watch with subtitles on regardless, or what?
Do I what?
Do you always watch with subtitles on?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, 100. I'm old.
Same, bro. I love it. I love it so much.
100%.
Everyone's like, why do we have subtitles on?
It's because it sounds like the Charlie
especially
Brown adults when you don't.
Yeah, when you're at home, especially, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, and then she said, and you're like, I don't even know what's happening. And then they're talking, and now I'm gonna have to rewind because I missed what they were saying because it was bing bang. Wow. Did you see the man come? Like, what did he say? Like,
and then you can't
no.
see it because the
No,
screen
but,
is
like,
so dark.
I don't remember shows back in the day being like that, bro.
No,
Because
No,
it wasn't.
they
Yeah.
weren't. It all
Like,
started with the.
What happened, bro?
It all started with the advertisements being louder than the television shows.
Yeah.
So that because people would get I know this is like stuff I learned back when I was a kid. It's probably not even real.
boy.
I'm gonna regurgitate it anyway because I don't give a shit. So
He's
like, they
mansplaining,
know
guys.
you get up to go get you another beer or popcorn or whatever, and so they crank up the volume on the commercial while you're gone, so you can still hear the commercial while you're getting your, I don't know, special treat.
Grandfather's cough medicine.
I mute them personally, bastards.
Awesome. So
Yeah, so
let's talk
I didn't
about
know
the
that's what you
scene.
meant by comfortable, Dana. I thought you meant like sad uncomfortable because if it's cringe, that's probably
that
the
was
only
so
part of the
uncomfortable.
show
All right,
that's
the
like
first
that
time you
because
saw
everything
this,
else is great.
did you think they were gonna totally like put them lips together, or do you think that
No.
was just
That I don't think so.
no?
Mm-mm. No,
Cam, did
'cause
that scene make you uncomfortable?
It made me uncomfortable after you made me watch it again, bro. Makes me have to rethink how I feel about this whole series now. Why was she making that noise repeatedly, bro? I mean, what are we doing here? Cyril may or may not be a pedophile. I don't know. I mean,
you watch that scene with
He's
your
the
eyes closed
worst.
and you're like, what is going on?
yeah, if I watch a scene with my eyes closed, bro, I'm like might not sleep tonight.
Absolutely.
You know, actually, I just remembered the scene, Deidre. There's a theory that Vader could appear in season 2 because there's the part in the new trailer where she's like choking like this with like her collar, and some people are
Really?
saying it's forced choke.
If they do AI voice James Earl Jones, I'm gonna punch my monitor. Specifically, the one that I want to get rid of, not the one that I actively use.
I mean, those are just online theories, you know. That's just the tea.
I mean, they got to do something to get people to watch. Why not
Yeah.
dangle Vader? But Tony Gilroy's behind it. It's going to be phenomenal whether Vader's in it or not.
Oh yeah.
I think Vader being in it will only improve the show with who's
They
behind it.
used Vader just enough in Rogue One, and I think they'll do the same. I'm with you.
Do not
they'll-
joke on your aspirations, Dana.
Okay, except for that.
Oh man.
All right, next scene. Here we go.
Are you
No,
showing
thank
us?
you.
Why are we going through uncomfortable scenes, bro? We're like at a Diddy party or something, bro.
What? I got no baby oils up in your own.
We might as well, bro.
we opened
Dana.
up with that scene.
It was Dana. Rewind, bro. It's your twin.
Shut up, dude. Are you for real?
No, rewind, bro.
Too
All right,
far.
A little further, bro.
Good lord.
That's not me.
That's you right there.
It too far back, bro.
Oh,
You're right there. You were just
Hold
held at
on.
gunpoint.
It's coming, bro.
sorry about your mother. All right, here we go.
I think this is
This
it.
is the speech I was talking about the last time I was on.
Fuck! That's you, bro.
100% not.
Bro, grow the full beard out. That's you.
That's freaking what's his name, man. I guess I'm not mean, man. Are you not watching? Oh, here we go. Marva, dude, Andor's bomb. Can I just say 100%?
Oh, whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa,
We just made this scene uncomfortable. No, Dingus Dan. This show
Yes,
is
it
not.
is.
No, it's
Spencer, it is.
no,
Dana
no.
sometimes takes his shirt off. It's crazy.
I just know we're not taking this shirt off. We're trying to watch Marva here. And
Jeremy's
Dr.
in here,
Dana's
bro.
Dr. Dana's
What's
like,
up, Jared?
Marva.
What's up, Jer? We're dialed in, bro.
Oh my god.
all right, so moving along. I love the Death Trooper. They're my favorite
from
trooper.
Fountain Square.
That
Where
guy.
you stand now.
Oh look, he's
I've been
unseen
more
his
times
woman
than
from
I
across the
could
way. He
That
must.
brother is.
He must climb up in said back pocket
He
of her
has stalked her
trousers.
social media. He knows
Look,
everything
look.
about her.
Always waiting to be inspired.
That
We
is
need
not
to
even
check.
remotely me, dude.
The
It looks
We
like
need.
Come
We
on.
need to check Cyril's search history.
with their truth.
All right, well,
Oh,
this was
What
supposed
is
to
bro
be.
looking at?
Zero's search history.
Yeah, I'd be scared too.
All right, ban this guy.
And now
Ban
they're
him.
dead.
Get out of this chat, Jer. We're not in for this trolling nonsense. Get him out of here, bro. Ban him. Streamlabs, do your thing, bro. We gotta get him out of here.
Because I want
Now, how
to
come
show
there
you
is no Ray in this
to be
show?
remembered.
Because she wasn't
Because
born.
I want you.
Because this show actually has good characters in
I
it.
want Ferrix
easy.
to continue.
I think
In
she
my
had a lot of
waning
potential,
hours.
but the potential ain't gonna pay the
Potential is not
bills.
execution. That's
Potential
two
don't pay the
different
bills, brother. It's too damn bad.
That's right. All right, Marva, do it right here. We've been sleeping. This is the whole point.
We've
I
had
was
each other and Ferrix.
Wait,
Work,
we've had each
days,
other.
We had each other
Blah,
and
blah,
they left us alone. We kept the
blah,
trade
blah,
lanes open
trade
and
lanes
they
open,
left us alone.
Blah blah.
We took their money and ignored them. We
Blah,
kept their
blah.
engines turning, and the
And then
moment they pulled away,
she
This is
said,
important stuff.
"We're done,
Maybe it's
and
true. Maybe
we're
it's
gonna."
Dr. Dana again.
start.
Here they go. Now she says,
Oh.
"Fight the
That
That did a whole
Empire."
lot right there.
And here we go. And yeah, okay, that would be me, kind of. I would have some sort of firearm. I mean, I'm not gonna just take my foot to a laser sword and laser bolt blast. So, this kind of stuff is like revolution, right? What I think we forget sometimes is that Star Wars is, I mean, it's a galactic civil war, right? And one of the pieces of, sacrifice, which we talked about ad nauseum with Luthen, these guys are fighting in the street. I mean, how many of them believe that they're even going to survive? And
I don't think they're thinking about that, to be honest.
I don't think they care. And
Mhm.
and Cam, you just got a house. Yeah, you're
Whoa!
rolling. You're rolling
Leak
over
his
there.
address.
Why are you doxing me, bro?
You got the Marvel Rivals playing while we're on the show. I mean, you've got it all.
Bro's capping so hard, bro.
Would you would you give it all up in a situation where you had to, right? I mean, like these guys had their own lives, their own everything, and they were just flat out tired of it. And I think Marva's point here, what I'm kind of getting at, like we went along, we did the things, but enough's enough. And at what point is enough that they're willing now? Andor, what does he have? I mean, he's got Bix, he's got his mom's dead, he doesn't know yet. Oh no, he just found out. That's right, he had just found out. I mean, he doesn't have anything. So where's the risk in rising up? Where's the risk in Civil War? Where's the risk in doing these things? But the guy that apparently looks like me, this dude actually has a job, providing, but he's leading the charge, man. Like, I don't know, that scene, when they're marching and playing the music and they're singing, and there's this level of what the rebellion, I think, was representative of. It was all folks within this area. It didn't matter. Everybody unified and everyone came together. And it's only then when they made a difference, at least here on Ferrix, to start. So, I mean, what do you guys think, man? Do you think that you will live in a time where you may have to make a choice? We have 200 years ago, 150 years ago, Civil War. People had to make a choice, and they weren't thinking about it. And certainly, I don't think we think about it on a day-to-day basis. But it's not that far-fetched. I don't think that we would be in a situation where we would have to protect ourselves or stand up for what you believe. Where does that start and where does that end for you guys? Andrew, what do you think? Where does that start for you, or where does that end for you? And you're like, you're just a kid, like,
Yeah.
and you saw there were kids taking up arms in the street. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't think we as Americans have any sort of really relatable piece other than
No.
what we can read in a history book. So,
Right.
I mean, how do you even watch this and process this? What are your thoughts when you see this? That this could happen, or are you with
obviously,
them? Yeah, fight the power. Where are you at with this?
It's pretty serious when it gets to that point, because this is something that all these people have thought of doing, but they always weigh it as, no, we are gonna, we're not gonna be able to take them down, or they're too strong, or all this stuff. And I think you just hit a breaking point of, you know what? It doesn't matter. If I die, but I take him out, then that's worth it. If it saves the next generation or whatever, or if it saves my family, or, so, yeah. But being in America, at least in my life, I've never even had to even think of that, because, and hopefully I don't ever have to,
Yeah. I brought up that little kid, Vader's walking in the Kenobi series, and Vader's walking through the town, and he, grabs, force chokes that kid up, throws him against the wall. It seems to me that there might have been a nugget in that instance if I were to view that in real time, alive, in that scene, as a part of that scene. I'd want to be like, what the, and, let's get him, or whatever. But it's Vader.
Right.
Had Vader been here, you think it would have been a different story? Cam?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Hi, Cam.
He could have taken them all out.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. If I saw Vader, I'd probably pee my pants, to be honest.
This would not have happened would Vader been present. We would agree.
I agree, 100%.
So
there may have been a few people that would have started, but then once they're wiped out, everyone else would be like, I think I'm good.
So Vader is the ultimate enforcer of rules, ultimate enforcer of order.
At his peak, yeah.
I mean, I think rules is kind of a stretch. I think it's more just enforcer. I mean, I think
he's got that scare factor down. You see him, you're scared. You feel him, you're scared.
It's by design, bro.
Yeah. Because
Su-
Palpatine's not scary. Who's scared of an old guy? Like, woo, like no one's
Dude,
scared of that.
Palpatine.
So
Seriously?
Oh, you just said something
Dude.
about Dana's boy, bro. All right, guys.
Dude.
We're not talking about Andor the rest of the show.
I'm gonna
No,
make a
I'm just
note.
kidding.
I'm gonna make a note in my
Hey.
journal about you.
See, I was helping a
yes,
shameless
get your
plug.
journal. Get your journal at Amazon for $9.99. That's
And
Plus
$9.
shipping and handling.
99 cents. I've been using this very religiously and writing all my notes. And this is the future of Dr. Dana Martin, all the stuff and things. So go get yours.
It's
But
less than
on
a
that
Chick-fil-A trip, chat. Go cop a journal, bro.
But it's
No,
more
it's
than
not-
a McDonald's
I'm not writing a
trip.
diary.
So,
It's not a diary. It's a journal. It's
No,
shit I
it's a
gotta
diary.
do.
What are you,
Ideas.
freaking Greg
Yeah.
Heffley? It's not a diary. It's a journal.
It's a
What do we
journal.
think's in Cyril's journal?
Oh, I don't want to know. But whatever's in Perez Hilton's journl, that's what's all in. You guys remember that dude? Perez
That's a
Hilton.
dude?
Y'all might be too young.
We're youngings. We're younglings.
He made his living. What would he do? He was kind of
Actor and
website
blogger.
dude, like influencer guy way back, and all he would do was take pictures of celebrities and like draw penises on them, and he became super famous. Like, just look up Perez Hilton.
Yeah,
No,
that dude
thank you, I
definitely went
just
to a
did.
Diddy party, bro. Definitely went to a Diddy party, bro.
Definitely went
No
to a
doubt.
Diddy.
No doubt.
Yeah. What's up, Josiah?
Yeah.
I missed that. Did you pop that earlier? I didn't see that comment.
No, they were. I didn't want to. I don't want to pop it up there. Him clowning me, bro. Bro, this is the fit for tonight. It kind of hurts if I have the hat and the hood on, bro. I mean, then Jared's over here. Streamlabs. Why don't we ban this kid, bro? What are we doing here? God forbid he types in all caps or something, and you know what I mean. You're up in a tizzy like little fed you are, but I tell you to ban him, and you're not doing it, bro.
Are you okay,
Hey,
Cam?
IRS, this guy is committing tax evasion. Please, we need to go.
Just trust me.
We need to go check his records, bro.
Oh, this segment brought to you by Jameson Black Barrel, and I will continue to say this till I'm out of Black Barrel or Jameson sponsors us.
Oh, the crazy thing is, Dana, like you didn't even play the best monologue in the whole show for really being real.
What's the best one?
The Luthen one, bro.
Is that
Episode
it? It's not
10.
in this one. This is in
It's in
another.
It's in episode 10. Are we doing episodes?
No,
Are we doing,
I
like,
said
the
we
last
were
four?
skipping to the last one, but we'll
Why?
play it again, man. Because I love the Marva one. It's very good.
Yeah, take off the shirt, bro, and play the Luthen monologue.
And play. Nice.
Let us cook, bro.
Andrew
on
Haley,
me.
please refrain from spamming caps. We're throwing that up there. There you go.
It's all it's on YouTube, bro.
What?
Can we
thing?
ban Streamlabs?
No, they're my moderator. I have no dude. This
Can
is
Streamlabs ban themselves? That's the
Why
new
do we need a
science
moderator,
Yeah.
bro?
I was making jokes in the show about doing like needing associate producer, intern, whatever. But for real, I had talked to Zane today. Like, man, I need some help because I've got this other stuff going on, whatever. So for real, anyone want to donate some services
Whoa,
Make a
whoa,
video
whoa,
or two.
whoa, whoa! What
Hey.
kind of services?
to make a video
Hey.
or two?
Hey,
well,
make a
chat,
video.
that
Hey,
too.
chat. This is a infringement on your First Amendment right. Do not forget that. That is what the
Dana wants
feds.
to donate
that is what-
services to make a video.
That is
That-
what the feds love to do. Infringe on your rights, and
So the
Dana's
Empire-
enabling them.
is very much in favor of controlling
Oh
and
my God.
quarantining what is being said. The Empire does not like that. We don't care. We're a free speech show to a point.
To a
You
point.
said it was on free speech.
No, you don't get to have it both ways, Dana. It's
What?
either free speech
I
or
don't
it
like
isn't free
it when-
speech, bro.
That's being said because that makes me feel icky inside.
I don't care. That's
Free
it's called
speech
free
is free
speech.
speech. You don't
It's
have
called
to
free
agree with it.
speech, fed boy.
It doesn't. You don't have to agree with it. We can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Now, if I say something that's wrong, then you could call me out on it. But I have
still have
never
the right
said
to say
anything
what's
wrong
wrong.
in the history of my life. All of my statements
Oh,
are
I
factually
cannot believe
true.
that for 1 second.
So everything I say is factually true. Don't fact check me on that.
You got any friends?
No.
Okay, now I know
Hey.
you're telling the truth.
You can
Hey,
tell.
odd topic. Odd topic. Did y'all see that the Snow White movie
Yeah.
has a lower IMDb rating than Dragon Ball Evolution?
Never
It's got a
saw either.
1.8 last I saw.
Does anybody realize how bad Dragon Ball Evolution was, bro?
No, I never saw.
I mean, it was an abomination, and like it brought Akira Toriyama out of retirement. That's how bad it was.
Who is that? The writer?
It's the creator of Dragon Ball, brother. Rest
Okay,
in
yeah,
peace.
I know. I don't know Dragon Ball. I'm old.
All
I mean, I'm
saying
talking
is,
about
you know
dial-up
how-
and facts. Come on.
You know how bad a movie's got to be worse than Dragon Ball Evolution.
Wow,
Bro?
Dana's not even subscribed to Star Wars. That's
Am I
Are
not?
you a
Wow.
YouTube Premium member? Are we gonna get hit with an ad between this?
No, I'm a member.
All right, thanks, bro. Thanks, Charlotte. Thanks for paying that. We appreciate you.
I just get an ad blocker and it works pretty good.
Oh, arrest this guy.
Can you guys hear this? I can't hear it.
No, you had it on mute.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah,
if
hit the
you have it on mute.
hit the rewind, bro.
Was it like this before too?
No,
See, you
you
have it
just
muted.
you have the video on mute.
what do you
There
say?
we go.
All right,
And what do you
come on.
sacrifice?
I wish I could hear it.
Calm. Kindness, kinship. Love. I've given up all chance at inner peace. I made my mind a sunless space. I share my dreams with ghosts. I wake up every day to an equation I wrote 15 years ago from which there's only one conclusion. I'm damned for what I do. My anger, my ego, my unwillingness to yield, my eagerness to fight, they set me on a path from which there's no escape. I yearn to be a savior against injustice without contemplating the cost, and by the time I look down, there was no longer any ground beneath my feet. What is my sacrifice? I'm condemned to use the tools of my enemy to defeat them. I burn my decency for someone else's future. I burn my life to make a sunrise that I know I'll never see. Now, the ego that started this fight will never have a mirror or an audience or the light of gratitude. So what do I sacrifice? Everything!
Jeez. Ah,
What
dude.
a banger.
Dude. That dude. First of all, and we
That
played
dude
this.
be
This is,
cooking.
I think, the third time
Let
in
him
70
cook.
episodes we've played it. It's so good. 74
Let him cook.
episodes.
Let him cook.
That dude. Look, I get.
Just keep
I'm-
nodding, bro.
I'm the guy that gets all nuts when I'm watching like Field of Dreams,
Oh,
right? Like I'm that guy.
Pause. Pause.
What?
Pause, bro. Pause,
And
bro.
so I'm watching Luthen, and I'm like, yeah, like I would, I would,
The clips of this episode. Are just,
yeah.
the
This is
out of
what I'm saying.
context.
Someone make clips out of it because I've
Yeah.
seen. Oh god, there's stuff that's said sometimes on this show, and you could see like Debbie make a face or Cam make a like. Are you kidding me? Dana just said that. Zane, shut up! Like it's so funny, and I need to do like, oh, you know, blah blah blah, and then you zoom in to like Cam going.
Yeah, yeah. Dana's like, I get the nuts. Like,
I get-
pause, bro.
He said, "I get the nuts for Luthen," and I'm like, "Whoa."
Yeah. Yeah, pause, bro.
I didn't. That's not what I said. Did I say that?
That's
Basically.
literally what he said, bro. What What are you talking about?
Oh my
We
god.
got you in 4K, bro. There's gonna be a recording of this, bro.
We got no associate producer to wind that back and show me what I said. We'll get one.
Jeez.
Anyway, Luthen,
Hey, look,
right?
hey, look, Dana's playing Marvel Rivals in the background back there. You can
No,
see
that's,
it, bro.
that's my work computer. Everyone's gonna know where I'm at.
Yeah, hey, check your Slack notification real quick for us, please. Oh my God! Look at the PTSD in his eyes.
Did you really see a Slack note? Where would you see a Slack note?
I was messing with you. I don't know if you use Slack. Do you use Slack?
Maybe. Yes, and I'm looking like at that screen, like, how would you see that? Yeah, we use Slack.
Nice.
I like Slack. It's cool. Anyways, Luthen. When he's giving that speech, I think kind of drawing off of what we were talking about earlier, like where's the line? What would you do? Like, would you stand with those at Ferrix? Would you stand with Luthen, or would you stand with the Cyril
I'm
guy?
not standing with the pedophile.
Yeah, we're not saying. We're just saying. But see, I know he's not. You know how? Because they never say, "Oh," or they always say, "Oh, I never knew." Like he was such a normal guy. Like that's what they always say when they interview after they've been caught. No one would say that about Cyril. Like, "Oh, he's just a normal dude." Like nobody's gonna say that shit.
It's always
I
a
don't know,
quiet,
man.
weird one.
I think from the vantage point of Luthen, I feel like I would absolutely do that. And my kids, my wife, like, kiss me on the cheek. Bye. Have a good life if they don't want to roll with me. But I would be doing it, as he says, like for the sunrise he'll never see. Like doing that for those. What are you guys doing? What are you left? What am I missing? Is there a chat I'm not aware of here? What? You got some something? I don't even know what's happening.
Oh man, I'm so glad Cam got it too, because I was like,
What?
Did I
Miss? Did I say some bullshit again that's making people what? I swear.
Oh, we're just immature. That's all.
Into what? What did you say? Debbie's gonna get on it in an hour and a half and be like, "What are y'all talking about?" Bullet point 2.
Oh my God! Aren't there only 2 bullet points though?
No, we've got 8, but we're not talking about any of them.
Yeah, you skipped to the last episode, bro. How are we supposed to talk about the other 7 bullet points, bro?
We didn't even talk about Andy Serkis at all.
I know. How do you
That's
not
a
talk about
damn
One Way
shame.
Out?
Yeah, you got a
Like,
scene from Andy Serkis?
Huh? No. Yeah. Well, the whole
Maybe.
episode.
My name.
I can't swim.
I can't swim.
One Way Out. I mean, come on.
All right, we
That
got you.
speech.
Hold up.
That's
I got
another
you.
one
I
of
got
the
you.
great things of
Got
the
you.
show.
Hey, April 22nd. That is a Tuesday. You know what happens on Tuesdays? Our show.
No, April 22nd. Oh yeah, I was looking at March. Never mind.
Debbie's not gonna be here, bro.
I'm gonna be here, and we're gonna do a live watch party. Deets to follow.
So
All
you
right,
can do
here
like
we
what
go.
Star Wars Theory does: start a timer up in the corner, and we all just
Why
watch
not?
the episode.
Did he copyright or trademark that?
No,
No,
all the Star Wars YouTubers basically do it, like the big ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it'd be cool, but
Why not?
why not? All right, here we go.
I love this. Too bad he can't play the whole thing.
Do you have ad-free
My
Disney
name
Plus?
is Kilo Loy.
Yep.
I'm
Nope,
the
I
day
don't
shift
know.
manager
There's ads on
on
Disney
level
Plus.
5.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
whole plan. Every service does.
I'm
now.
speaking to you
Bastards.
from the command center on level 8. We are at this moment in control of the facility.
But now what?
Is that the best you got?
How long we hang on,
I don't.
how far we get, How many of us make it out? All of that
I
is
feel
now
like
up to us.
he was.
We have deactivated every floor in the facility.
Do you shush me on
All
my?
the floors.
That was a huge delay.
I had to like.
Wherever you are,
I couldn't believe it.
right now, get up. Stop the work. Get out of your cells.
I did think
Take
the
charge and start climbing.
signs,
They don't
the
have
hand signals and
enough
stuff,
guards, and
communication.
they know it.
That was brilliant.
If we wait
use of
until
all
they
this,
figure that
too.
out, it'll be too late. We will never have a better chance than this. And I would rather die trying to take them down than giving them what they want.
So here's the thing: you're about to kill all
We
kinds
know.
of folks that have kids at
They
home.
fried 100
They just
men.
working a
Either
job.
them or
Level
them.
two.
So.
Those
We know
guys
that
right
they
there.
are making
What
up
are those guys
our
doing?
sentences.
They don't kill them though. They
As
don't
we
kill
go
'em.
along, we know that
Food on the
no
table.
one outside here knows what's happening. And now we
The only
know
way this kind of
that
stuff
when they
works
say
is
we
if
are
everybody
being
does it.
released, we are being transferred to some other prison to go and die. And that ends today.
That ends today.
There is one way out.
I'm gonna
Right
start getting
now.
up and running.
The building is ours. You need to run, climb, kill. You need to help each other. You see someone who's confused, someone who's lost. You get them moving and you keep
Diego
them
Luna's
moving until we
role
put this
scene is to
place
walk around
behind us.
Like
There are
intense.
5,000 of us. If we can fight half as hard as we've been working, we will be home.
Oh, I'm
in
totally
no
getting
time. One way out.
This is a cool scene though, man. Like
Out.
Easily one of my favorites.
Out.
this doesn't make you uncomfortable. This Cyril and Deidre near make out miss.
Man, I mean, what a
I'm reinvested.
Andy Serkis would just do so well as a Star Wars villain, man. It's just he's really just super talented when you give him something to work with.
But imagine him with the Gollum voice saying that
Oh,
speech.
I mean,
One way out, precious.
I just can't imagine not giving an actor like him the chance to really just.
Yeah, you would not get him as a villain and then only use
mean,
him for a movie and then like kill him.
I mean, that would be so stupid,
That-
right?
yeah. You don't
I
get
mean-
an A-lister like that and just make him a villain no one's ever heard of.
Yeah. The exact opposite of letting him cook.
Yeah.
That would be. I mean, I don't
That would
know.
be like getting Liam Neeson in a Star Wars movie and killing him in the first one. Like,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know, like
but.
be like getting Alec Guinness in a Star Wars movie and killing him in the first one. Like,
Whoa!
Whoa.
Bot in the chat! Bot in the chat! Get him out! Get him out, bro! Get the
Where?
Streamboo.com? What?
bro!
Can we get rid of Stream Boo?
There's
Oh,
there's a sex bot in the chat, bro. Oh
How do
my
we get
God.
rid of this? How do we get rid of that?
It's
Oh
only
my
on
God.
Twitch. It's only on Twitch. You can only see it if you're on Twitch. No one
Oh.
watches on Twitch anyway.
Oh my God, we got to report that, bro.
All right, I'm just gonna make sure the site is safe.
Report
first.
that. You were just talking about the Fed being all up in our business, and you're like, "Yeah, I saw something. I'm saying something." What are you doing?
It's a bot, Dana.
Oh, just let me verify that the site is safe.
You know,
Yeah.
like 2/3 of social media are bots. Like,
Andrew's literally about to go black screen, bro. He's clicked on the link.
what did you do?
Hot free singles in my area.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness!
Click this
Yeah.
video. Okay.
She does not love you, Andrew. She does
Ah,
not.
See someone sneaking up behind him.
see,
Whoa! Whoa!
I'm Cyril. All right, and I'm needing to find my Deidre. All right?
Oh, what?
Yeah. Look, hey, look. We're not doing this ship nonsense. We are all
Wait,
mostly grown.
we got to combine them to, instead of Raylo, it's either Cedra or Daryl.
I'm gonna make a really nasty comment. I think I'm gonna go leave now. I'm really uncomfortable. Nana, you got another Slack notification.
I think that's what's happening back there. So dude, it has been a week. Those of you, I know a couple of folks that I know watch the show. Like, y'all know it's been nuts. So,
well,
The real ones know is what he's saying.
Hey, here's a real question, bro. Because we talked about this last time I was on the pod. So, after finishing the season, right? I mean, we all agree, probably the best Star Wars show we've gotten.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, it's really just such a shame that Disney decided to make Rogue One and then decided never to make good Star Wars movies again. But that's from Instagram. Me myself, I didn't come up with that one,
What
unfortunately.
is he doing?
Ando and Grogu's on its way, brother. Just wait. It's gonna be fabulous.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
the budget's
it's-
only 160 million. That's
Yeah,
pretty.
it's
pretty
going to
good.
be awesome. But who was your favorite character at the end of Andor after watching all 12 episodes? Who ends up being your fave?
I want to be Luther
Cyril,
when I grow
easy.
up.
I want to be him now.
I like.
Luthen, I mean,
I'm
that's
not.
100%.
I have not experienced what made Lutheran. I have experienced what made Lutheran. I'm Lutheran.
Yeah.
Luthen. I have not experienced what he had, and I want to know what he had that hurt him and turned him. And I'm hoping
We'll just get a prequel series, the young Luthen Adventures.
I could watch an entire season. Luthen is my favorite character in this series because it shows how dangerous a broken man can be.
Top 5 Disney Star Wars characters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
100%.
Probably so. Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah. Vader number one. Number one. I
He's
know.
not. He's not Disney. He's not Disney.
We're
Star
talking
Wars
just
character.
Disney.
Oh, you're
era.
saying
Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about people that Disney came up with.
I know the show's one of the worst things Disney has done, but Chimere, he's not maybe in my top 5, but he's probably just on the outside.
What's your favorite scene, Andrew? Can't be one where he's just
And the
with
Acolyte,
his shirt off and the
the one where
Yeah.
like comes to the water with me.
shirt
I mean,
off.
come
He was
on.
skinny dipping.
Yeah. That's what Dana looks like with his shirt off, guys.
He doesn't
Amen.
even know how old
Amen.
May is. Like, was she even legal?
I mean, and maybe it's just because the show was bad, but I thought
we
he was
don't
pretty good.
need to ever talk about that show on this platform ever again.
Well, you're the one that brought it up, dude.
Me?
No,
I
Andrew.
brought it
Andrew,
up.
bro.
I'm just saying of the Disney. Oh, but Neil's on the outside.
Yeah.
He might be in the top 5. I need to think
I
of an
don't
actual
know.
list before I.
That's a hard one, man. With the Disney only top 5 Disney only characters.
I would probably, and Cam's gonna hate me for this. I would probably put Kylo.
No, I don't hate that. I don't hate that pick, bro.
Okay, because I was gonna say
Yeah.
we're starting to lose good characters there. So
Right. Look, I hate Rise of Skywalker, but I actually do like how they handled what they ended up having to do with Ben Solo's character, like that character Kylo Ren. I do like that. I like the
And I like
conversation. he
Adam
has
Driver's
with his dad. Like that
that's
scene
good.
with Han is probably one of my favorite scenes in Disney's sequels. Just that scene in that movie. I think just seeing him finally realize the error of his ways and come back to the light, like that's Star Wars. It really is. And I do like that. But it's hard to come up, I think, with 5 characters or 5 scenes that mean something
Kestis.
away to me, man. Huh?
Cal Kestis could probably be in there.
Oh, that's a good
true.
point.
That's
Yeah,
that's in the era.
played those games actually. So
I've heard the Kylo comics are really good. The new
I
ones that they're
didn't
coming out
Verso.
with.
I didn't Verso from the Starfight. Like I loved that character. Oh, 100%. Why is it games? Now we're talking games characters because the
they still count.
gripe that we get.
I mean,
Look, Mando was a good character. I
Oh,
did
yeah.
like Mando a lot. So
I mean, bro, you got, half of some of the best characters in back in the day, Star Wars or Legends characters, they never see the big screen.
True. I got a top
So-
10 in Cara Dune for sure. I
Yeah.
would love to see more of that.
You know what? I do think there's a possibility if they weren't doing a movie and they were doing a full season for season 4 that they probably would bring her back.
Well, they've pretty much, without apologizing, have
she's-
apologized to her.
Yeah,
Isn't she suing them though?
Yeah.
she was. I think it fell through.
Yeah, did it? Is it still no?
Did she win?
I don't know
Did
if
they
it's still
settle?
active. I'm not sure. I don't know if it even went past. I don't know. I don't
Give them some of that stock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
settle out of
worthless.
court for stock,
Yeah.
especially after this week.
Give me 10% of the Snow White box office.
Oh.
Listen, all I'm gonna say, I gotta say that I have to be humble. Okay, you're sitting up there before the movie even hits, already causing controversy and saying things like people will line up just to see me. Like, even if you're just joking, why? Like, don't be that person. Look, if you're that person, how many people do you know that are that person that are super successful and go on to live wonderful lives? They don't. They fall, they flat on their face because all that they have is them. When you're alone at the top, it's so alone up here. I'm so awesome. Well, because you didn't bring anyone with you. There's no one else to support you. You're a piece
She
of garbage.
could be
Go
a
away.
good actress too. So it's like, why are you like in the Hunger Games movie, that prequel? She was pretty good. It's like
Ray didn't go around doing shit like that. Ray Daisy really didn't do that. Mark Hamill for his whatever, he didn't go around doing that during promoting the movie.
Bro, if Tom Cruise isn't doing it, you don't need to be doing it. Because I mean, I would say in the last 5 years, 6 years, who's been the one movie star that gets people to go to the movies? It's Tom Cruise.
Are you for real?
Between Mission Impossible and Top Gun Maverick.
Look at what Top Gun Maverick did for the theaters, and I mean,
Top Gun Maverick was big.
I mean, and the Mission Impossible.
I don't know. I haven't seen a Mission Impossible since like 5. I don't know how many there are.
I mean, you could maybe say Cillian Murphy, but I would argue people went to go see Oppenheimer more as a Nolan movie, and because of the whole Barbenheimer thing. I mean, I mean, Tom Cruise is a movie star.
I mean, Tom Cruise is literally, you hear Tom Cruise is in a movie, it could be about him watching paint dry, and I will go to the theater and watch it.
I mean, he's crazy, but I mean, he's a movie star.
Am I on? Are you for real right now? Tom Cruise?
Yes, Tom Cruise. I will, hands down, and it looks like Andrew agrees with me, in the last, like 2018 to now, Tom Cruise is a mover and a movie star and number one to get people to go get butts in seats.
Any
because
character
you're getting a good movie,
existing
like
or non-existing currently. So any live action character that currently exists or that could exist, who would you want Tom Cruise cast as in the Star Wars universe?
Oh, Star Wars.
You guys are all up on this dude's jock, man. I'm not a huge fan. I think he's good at the short action, not a lot of substance movies for sure. Some of his, like one of his best movies to me was actually Jerry Maguire. I thought his acting was phenomenal in that movie. I believed it.
Last Samurai.
Last Samurai was really good.
That's a good one, yeah.
So he is the guy that's going to dedicate his body to his craft, and I do respect.
He literally broke his ankle on a Mission Impossible stunt.
Yeah, so did Han stepping off the freaking Falcon. So I'm not going to give him that one. But what?
I mean,
casting this? Even someone that's already been cast. Like,
you know what?
Recast him.
That's tough because I feel like he could play. Do you think he could do Han Solo?
No.
I don't know.
Vader, hands down. Just give it to him. James Earl Jones' voice.
I could see Tom as like, which
Kyle Katarn.
Yeah, I could see.
Yeah,
that.
but we already
You'd have
got
to grow a beard though.
Yeah, but we already kind of have our Kyle Katarn, and it's
from
Andor.
the cutscene stuff. Oh,
Well,
and
I mean,
Well, he could be.
it's
What's the name of
Andor.
the guy from the Heir to the Empire trilogy that's like with Mara Jade? I'm blanking on his name, but he's yeah. I don't know who I'm talking about.
where's our lore master? Oh, he's at
Oh,
rehearsal.
forget it. I don't remember the guy's name, but
Which guy?
I'm trying to look it up.
because he's in. I know he's in Heir to the Empire. He kind of like works. I think he ends up working with Thrawn. I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
Are you looking it up?
I'm gonna try.
You know, I think I have somebody.
Okay.
I actually think I have it.
Talon Card is who I was thinking of.
Oh, Talon Card. What a great
I could,
character.
I could see it. What about this?
Mhm.
Karan Horn?
Karan Horn. Mm-hmm.
I could see it. I think if you read that book, I think that character screams
We
Tom
would
Cruise.
need him in his 30s or early 40s. He might be a bit old for that now, but I could totally.
Actually, you
see
know,
him as
Tom
Cassian.
Cruise looks better at 60 than I do at 19. He could play someone in their 40s, and it'd be convincing.
Yeah. I think I could see him as Karan Horn. I could also, because isn't Ryan Gosling doing
Yeah, he's doing the
Dawn of the
Sean
Jedi?
Levy.
Yeah, he's doing that one, right? I could see Tom Cruise leading that as like a original Jedi Master kind of.
Now, if Ryan Gosling doesn't break out into song about being just a Jedi or something, instant turn off, leaving the theater, just,
You're done.
If he does that, I'll leave the theater.
So either way, Cam or I will be leaving the theater.
Yeah, we're gonna go see it together, and one of us is not going to finish the movie. Of course, we're gonna have to have a cutoff point by then, but I mean, we'll see how it goes from there. Nah, Dana. I mean, I honestly think you're sleeping on the Tom Cruise thing, man. I mean, I know he's a Scientologist, but he is quite literally a movie star.
I mean, to be fair, Dr. Dana is outvoted. Majority vote says that Tom Cruise is the movie star. So.
Yeah, chat. If you think Tom Cruise is a movie star, put 1 in chat. Whoa, he's a dictator.
Wow. You didn't take out Cam, though. Why'd you only take out me?
Another example of a Fed infringing upon your First Amendment right.
Oh my God.
He has become the very thing he swore to destroy.
I can no longer say the name Tom Cruise or I get banned off the show.
That's a good question. I'm going to ask Debbie about that. I feel like
she likes Tom Cruise, I think. Not David, though.
Tom
David
Cruise
does not
in her
like
harem,
Tom.
for sure.
Whoa. Huh?
So this is Thomas Babiak, and just shout out for Zane and his band, Thomas Babiak. They're releasing their new song on Friday.
I was like, whoa, how uncomfortable is this about to get?
Yeah. I was reading the caption again so I can come, bro.
Heck yeah, dude. We're doing it potentially, April, May. We're probably going to do it first week of May at downtown Bryant. So, my poor liver. That's the... Yes, it means what it means. Drinking yourself silly. It's a good old country to drink its own.
Girls, drugs, dogs,
on Spotify. Have fun with that song. It's super cool. That's Zane, and that's what he's doing tonight. Is just going through his rehearsal. Debbie, I think is not joining us tonight because I believe they're probably already in the next show.
Bro.
So
we hadn't even done the final outro yet, bro. What do you rate Andor? 1 out of 10.
Oh, I'm not trying to leave yet. I was just
okay.
No, we're at the segue to the next segment. So and yes, let's do that for the next segment. We're not leaving, but we can do it. Scale of 1 to 10, Andor
as a whole. Yeah.
Actually, I would do more if I had more fingers, but
9.3. I think it's probably
get this guy out of here.
Best one the best series I've seen, Star Wars series that Disney has released.
I'd say it's one of the best Disney series they've come out with.
I'm not. I think Clone Wars, Rebels, still up there for me. And they encroached the 9.5, but damn near perfect show. I loved it. Can't wait for the next one. How about you, Andrew?
I already said 10 out of 10.
Cam?
I mean, I wasn't.
I mean, I'd probably say the same as Andrew. I mean, I had to watch it twice. I'll always say I didn't give Andor the best shot. You know, post Kenobi, I was not
Can't blame
super.
you.
I was not super thrilled about a show that got a budget more than what Hayden and Ewan got. But I mean, after a second watch through, much more impartial view of it, I think it's absolutely phenomenal. I would say honestly, my 3 rankings would be Andor, Skeleton Crew, and then season 1 of Mando, because season 1 of Mando is something special.
Yeah. Am I know I'm not alone in thinking online, but what about you guys? That and Mando kind of got repetitious. Like, we got to go see this guy about this thing, and we're gonna run into a problem and help everyone defeat whoever. And then the next did it seem to kind of get like that in the season 3?
No, I think
season 3 was just bad.
I mean,
yeah, I think season 3 was atrocious. I think it was you combine that with the Boba Fett show, and I think it would have been much more poetic if he takes Grogu to takes Grogu to Luke, and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they also have to bring him back to sell toys because that's what this is all about. But I mean,
and I think they were busy with Ahsoka too, so I think they just were like, let's get out a season 3, get out Ahsoka. I don't think their full priority was on it.
Do you think it would have helped to stretch it a bit? I know we had to wait for season 2 a while for Mando, but I mean, stretch out the releases of these, space them out a little more. I don't know. I feel like there was a chunk.
Yeah,
of
I
time
agree with that.
Did get Mando, Ahsoka, and then
especially
followed right after Ahsoka.
Especially with Marvel and Star Wars, it would be like the week a Marvel show ends, that same week a Star Wars show starts. Then the week that Star Wars show ends, a Marvel show starts, and it's just like you don't really have time to digest it because you're just you're just
because
that's why Marvel
and you have to go on all the podcasts and talk about all the stuff.
So that's why I'm glad that Marvel's cutting back on their projects a year. So
yeah.
Well, I think you combine it with the long wait, and then you make people wait, and it's mediocre. And I mean, we're getting to a point where it was quantity over quality, and it was like you had to watch this show to know what was going. Like, if people didn't watch Book of Boba Fett, end of Mando season 2 to beginning of Mando season 3 makes zero sense to them at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they should be able to stand on its own because season 1 stood on its own and season 2 stood on its own, and when you're trying to make it this overarching universe and all this stuff, it's just like, I mean,
it's like, why do I need to watch 50 movies and 30 TV shows to know why Peter Parker's eating cereal on a Monday?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But Mando season 1 was something. It truly saved the fandom for when it desperately needed it. I mean, it's still withering.
Coming off of Rise of Skywalker, it's like, oh gosh.
Yeah, it was like we got a little small little tick. It was kind of
good writing. So good writing means you're gonna have a hook in there that everyone's going to remember, but it's not because it's dumb, because it's a function and piece of the story. And Quill, his saying, shoot, I just forgot it. What is it?
Quill?
I've said Quill. He was like,
I've spoken.
I have spoken. Yeah. And so like people would just start, I've spoken. Like that's funny, but it's also like a functioning piece of the story, or an important piece of the story that was written well, that now people are talking about it. Cooler talk, right? And they have This Is the Way with the Mandalorian. So I think, and it wasn't just to have a catchphrase. This is a part of the lore of who they are, and this is the way.
Yeah.
So the writing was done in such a way that it would perpetuate through the non-Star Wars universe. That's rare. You get Pivot, if you know where that comes from, friends, right? I mean, that's
Shut up.
It was pivotal to that storyline and that arc and that moment, but it resonates outside of that universe. And I think Star Wars, may the Force be with you, it's chock full of that stuff. But I believe it's been missing in the new stuff. What somehow Palpatine returned is not a catchphrase I think we say in a way that's endearing to the series. But when we say this is the way, or we say I've spoken, it's endearing to the series. So a small piece like that, I just don't think they had it in mind that it would carry out into the world the way that it did. Baby Yoda, Grogu, I don't think they intend, or they would hope, but I don't think they figured it would blow up the way that it did.
No, they do. That's the whole reason they put him in the show,
you think
bro.
so?
Yeah. I do think where we end in season 2 is where Favreau wanted to take it, but I think people above him wanted him to bring back Grogu because Grogu sells toys.
And you know why? Because we don't know where who Yoda species is or where he's from. So to see a baby version of that, it's like, oh, did Yoda and Yaddle? You know,
and we know how powerful Yoda and Yaddle both were in the Force. So clearly, this little tot is already 50 years old or whatever. I don't remember what they said in the first ep, but it was like something crazy like that. Like,
yeah, he was 50.
Yeah.
The fact that they couldn't understand the fact that what made Mando special was he was just a guy trying to make a living in the galaxy.
I could bring you in warm, or I could bring you in cold.
Yeah,
I'm just a simple man trying to make my way through the universe.
I mean, bro, one of the first scenes when the door opens to that bar and he walks in, and I mean, like, you're like, oh, this kind of feels like Empire Strikes Back to me, right? Or Return of the Jedi, Jabba's palace. Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this, you know? And
gritty.
It would have been funny if they started like a 2010s movie where he's in the middle of a fight and it's like, probably wondering how I got here.
Well,
no.
Well, I mean, then Andor too, bro. When like the first episode's like Blade Runner, and then you're like, oh shit, he might kill these guys, or they're trying to kill him. What's he gonna do? And then he kills them. You're like, oh, whoa, and we know what happens to him, but we're still. So I don't know. It's hit or miss.
Yeah, they started with the Rogue One scene where Scarif blows up and it's paused. Probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah.
Let me take you back.
So some group of people sat around after Rogue One looking through what they could do for more ideas. Do we know how Andor came about? Do we know why they chose Cassian Andor to create a series around? Do we know if that was Filoni or someone else, Tony Gilroy? Like, who was it that was like, hey, I got this idea for this character? Do we know?
I think it's just Tony Gilroy had an idea. I don't think there's any big hit. I mean, they're probably
I think his contract was 3 projects.
Yeah. Could be.
So
I don't know.
No.
I'm glad they did.
Boy, am I glad that it was created.
I just sitting in that green light room trying to pitch this.
That would be a hard pitch, though.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't see how that would have sold, but unless you throw in, and then we've got this mock-up of this Baby Yoda. Yeah, let's do it, man.
They could pull an Acolyte. The last scene of season 2 is
man.
Yoda,
like,
or Baby Yoda.
I make no secret. I shop
kill
at
myself.
Ollie's, man. I don't care. I love Ollie's.
Baby Yoda on the toilet.
every time I go there, it's just this plethora of Star Wars action figure, all kinds of action figures, but Star Wars action figures, and it kills me because I was the guy that was hitting every Target in Austin looking for the Target exclusive, whatever, variant of the action figure, and so it never really computes to me that you've got all these action figures sitting there with no one to mess with them. Now, yeah, the times are different. Oh God, that one. The times are different. Kids don't maybe play with toys the way that they once did because they've got.
They're not
phones
toys;
up.
they're action figures.
They're action figures.
I got a cool Princess Leia.
That is a cool Princess Leia. I mean, like, growing up, did you have the action figure toys that you played with and set up and fought and did the stuff?
The Lego lore was crazy, bro. The Lego lore was Lego lore was insane.
That's right. You guys. Our Legos were a box of just multicolored stuff, man. There were no things you could make like that. It was like you had to dream it up yourself.
I've got this rare Star Wars figure. It's a Bob A. Fett.
Oh. I
would say that's like no nonsense.
Dude, honestly though, you want to know I think's a hard pitch? Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
Skeleton Crew had to have been a hard pitch for John Watts to do to go into Lucasfilm. I mean, and it's a shame because that show's actually pretty good and nobody watched it.
I bet his pitch was Goonies in space.
Goonies in space. Yeah.
What's up? Guessing. I don't know.
Spooky Jawa
was here.
Dude,
we
you missed
chatting
Dr.
about
Dana earlier.
you and your show and your group that you invited
Dr.
me
Dana
to.
couldn't talk earlier. It was insane.
I couldn't talk, man. I still can't talk.
He was making us very uncomfortable and watching. He was forcing us to watch uncomfortable things.
I did.
I've seen things a child should never have to see.
All right, I got another question, gang.
Do it.
Should I take your thunder, Doc?
Do it. Go. Do it.
What do y'all want to see season 2?
Well, I hope Andor doesn't die. I hope that.
Oh yeah, that'd be awful, bro.
I want to see flashbacks of Luthen and Mon Mothma meeting. Like, I don't think we got that in season 1. I want to know how they got connected because he is the mastermind behind all those bits that include all the characters we've seen. Like in Rogue One, we've seen all these characters in Rebels. Saw Gerrera, we got to see him in this those last chunk of shows. So I think I would like to see that fleshed out some. I'd also like to understand more about Luthen and why he is who he is now. And then lastly, probably I need to understand more about Andor's motivations, because to me it seems very superficial that the death of my mother or the death of or Bix is being abused, whatever. It doesn't seem like it's deep enough for him yet, but I guess he's been imprisoned wrongly, even though that, can we agree that's kind of silly in the show? Like, he's imprisoned wrongly, but he had committed crimes, right? Did that not set well with anybody else? Like, I thought that was weird. I didn't. All right, I guess I'm the only one that thinks that.
Yeah. Got nothing.
But I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that more of what made Andor be the guy, because I don't see the guy in Rogue One yet, if that makes sense. So I need to see that guy, that guy in Rogue One. I want to know how he got created, and then I want to know about Luthen and that Mon Mothma relationship. I don't know what else you could do, because we already know how it all ends up,
Deidre and Cyril get together.
Oh, they get kids now and
have a bunch of little Cyrils walking around eating cereal.
It's gonna be Rise of Skywalker all over again, bro.
What happens when they have that first kiss, brother? What are you gonna do?
Oof, I hope it doesn't ever happen.
I'll probably just gag like I did the Rey and Kylo kiss.
Did that seem
mean,
forced?
I mean, if it's not, I mean, it'll just have to be in context. I don't personally think it's going to happen, but that's just me. I don't even think it's a
Tony's too good of a
possibility.
writer to be like, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm going to do something stupid in my show that's been awesome. I just don't think Tony Gilroy would do that personally.
I think I'd be fine with them having some sort of unspoken something. Not in a romantic way, in a weird partners.
They don't need anything. That does not. What does Deidre get from Cyril? What does Deidre want to do?
Couldn't get from any other guy.
What does Deidre want to do? She wants to get further up in her career with the Empire.
How does she do that?
What does Cyril offer her for that? Nothing.
Yeah.
Brains?
But he's a nice guy.
He's got brains.
Come on, he's a nice guy. Yeah.
He's
got a good personality.
He saved her life.
It doesn't okay, but like.
I'm not arguing for it.
No,
I'm just
sounds
saying
like you are, bro, and I'm not. I'm not vibing with it, dog.
I'm not arguing for it.
No, you are, bro. What are you doing here?
The Rey Kylo kiss made me laugh in theater. Man, all I could think of whenever she kissed him and they show her face, all I heard in my head was good soup. Like she just tasted the soup, good soup.
Hey,
what do you want to see, man?
Me?
Yeah.
I want to see. I want a lot of Krennic scenes personally.
Why didn't
I really want to see him, and I hope that we get a. Is it Mads Mikkelsen that plays?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see him. I want to see those scenes. Yeah, I really want to get more into that because I think a part that we miss is just, and we get a tidbit of it in New Hope, is what members of the Empire, people that work on the Death Star, think about the Death Star. And I think it'd be interesting to see kind of the whole process of it. And I think the more we see with the Death Star and how that affects the Empire and the people working in the Empire, I think we can, potentially see how a little someone else comes into play on that, since it's their baby. I think that'd be a little fan servicey, but might be cool. I agree. I want to see some Luthen backstory, but I don't want it to be too Luthen focused. I think some mystery to his backstory would still kind of be cool. And I think I'm interested to see what the time jumps in between all these episodes do, and how that affects the story. But I hope that this 3-episode release is a sneaky thing that may become more common with TV shows. That's kind of a sleeper pick.
I want
for me.
Andor for 12 weeks, though. I don't want it for just 4 weeks.
Yeah, but I mean, you get a lot of content, though.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
I mean, what happens with a good episode, and we gotta wait a whole another week. Like,
yeah,
Netflix has been dropping full seasons forever, and people still are dissecting them. So,
one thing that Netflix does that annoys me is the parts. They do where it's like months apart. It's like, just give me the season. Like,
yeah.
Well,
like, you guys don't even know. I mean, having to wait week to week for every single solitary thing you watched, like,
I don't mind it, actually. I like it because you're all on the same playing field. No one's ahead of anyone.
I don't mind it if the pacing's fine. I don't mind it if the pacing's fine. If I'm having to sit through filler episodes, like
Andor has no filler episodes, thankfully.
Yeah, I mean, it's a slow burn, but they're not filler episodes.
Yeah.
It's, like, that's an animated thing. Don't give me a filler episode in an 8-episode series. Like, what are we doing here? You're completely checking me out. That's why I like the 3-episode thing, where it's like, okay, well, if we're gonna get 12 episodes, week 2 may have one filler episode, but I get to watch the third one if I really want to, or I can pick it up tomorrow. You know what I mean? It kind of gives you the flexibility versus I work all day. I work a 9-10 hour shift. I get off. All I want to do is watch my favorite show that had a banger episode last week, and then I'm sitting through an Ahsoka episode that means nothing to the story. I'm looking at you, Clone Wars season 7.
Oh my gosh.
You know, or we have just probably one of the worst episodes of television last year. But
oh yeah, we did.
I love
The
how Ken
man
said we're never
did.
talking about that show again, and he's brought it up twice in the last.
I know.
I didn't say any names.
I
So
said
I ran
no
across
names.
this fan film thing showing the Death Star inside the Death Star during the
How did
destruction.
Palpatine survive 2 Death Stars being blown up, by the way?
Well, he wasn't on this one, so that's how he survived this one.
He dies in the second one, brother.
Oh, I know.
And
It was a
he's dead.
question I saw online the other day, and I was like, "You serious?"
Wait, have y'all seen this?
No, sir.
This isn't gonna be too graphic, is it?
See the stormtrooper get obliterated.
Hey, the Death Star has better aim than the stormtroopers. This thing would have blown up in 2 seconds. Right?
Yeah.
Nope, you ain't a stop moving.
Whoa, Tarkin!
Beast.
I
Bro,
love
how's it only
that
just
right
that
there, where it
section?
just melts down into itself. Like that was awesome.
It went from the slowest explosion to all of a sudden. That he's not gonna make it. He thinks he's the main character.
Yeah, where's
Only
this
one
guy
dude.
going? Is he flying
Yeah, where's
into
he
the
gonna
sun,
go?
bro?
Oh, we'll never know.
Yeah, I thought that was cool, man. I never thought of what it might be like inside. Probably wouldn't even known it happened.
No, that would have been a lot faster than what that was.
Well, it was slow mo.
Oh, I know.
Oh, courtesy of Luke Skywalker, baby. That's the greatest hero ever, dog. What a guy. 1 for 1, baby.
What a kill count.
Amen.
It's like
I don't know.
Legolas
I
and
don't know
Gimli.
why. I don't know why.
That only counts as one.
Just, I don't recall if in the Legends books I've read, if he ever had any remorse for blowing up the Death Star and all those people that lived on the Death Star, working, feeding their
I
family.
think his thought process was they blew up a whole planet.
And they've killed millions of others.
And they've killed way more people. Not excusing murder. I'm not saying that. But it's like, think about how many other planets they would have taken out if he hadn't taken out the Death Star.
Whose side are you on, man? You on the side of the Nazis?
They're not Nazis. They're fascists. It's different.
Yeah.
I'm not
They
on
want
that
all people to be
side.
on the dark side. So
I'm not on that side. What I think I have an issue with is what Luthen says, right? Like he's had to resort to the tactics of his enemy to defeat his enemy, and the Empire was mean. So when I'm in an argument, I don't try to take the high ground because I want to be moral superior. I try to take the high ground because that's just the way that communication and connectivity works between people. Somebody's got to have a level head to start the conversation in the right way. And if that means I get yelled at and called all kinds of names, which has happened, then that so be it. But I have to be able to have this conversation with somebody and be on a level playing field with them. When I look at what Luke did in destroying the Death Star, I mean, that's really not a Jedi thing. That's not Jedis aren't warriors. They're pacifists by nature. Like they don't want to fight. and so I've had this struggle inside of so Luke blows up the Death Star, but he also kills how many people that were literally, maybe they didn't subscribe to they're talking about 300,000 people. You tell me all 300,000 people are, hoisting the salute internally as well? And so they deserve to die because they're cleaning toilets on the Death Star, and the Death Star was used to blow up. They knew what they were signing up for. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying this is where my brain goes. And I feel that there's a moral conflict there as a Jedi to kill 300,000 people. But
he's not a Jedi at that point.
I know. I knew someone was going to say that. He's not a Jedi yet.
Well, and then even then, he's a different Jedi than the Jedi that came before him, too.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't call Luke a pacifist.
No.
I mean, that's the thing about war, though. Like, there's going to be death, and sometimes you have to, like I said earlier, I think by wiping out the Death Star, think about how many lives he saved by doing so.
How many?
I mean,
planets.
Yeah, a galaxy.
Yeah.
And see, I swear, I don't think he had any intent of blowing up more than just the one planet, because that's Tarkin doctrine. I don't think he even intended to blow up a planet. I think that the speed of which Jeddah had been communicated out wasn't fast enough for Tarkin's palate. And
I think the man above Tarkin would have taken on more planets.
I think you think of like what Jedi post. I mean, at their core, yes, Jedi are pacifists, but I mean, really, prequel era Jedi and beyond. I mean, soldiers and survivors. I mean, Anakin tells Ahsoka that, like, when Obi-Wan trained me, we were keepers of the peace, but I had to learn to be a soldier and then teach you to be a soldier, right? And then we get to Cal, Ezra, Kanan, all these, and they're just survivors. And more that keep coming up, like they're just survivors at this point. Like there is no, they had some remembered their teachings as a youngling, but others, like, I mean, we have to do what we do to survive. Like if I have to kill to live, like
that's true. It's wielding a lightsaber at that time was attention that you did not necessarily want.
Exactly.
Obi-Wan only drew it rarely. And he'd even cut himself off mostly from the Force in in the Kenobi series, which I think was kind of retconning some stuff from Skywalker, that you can cut yourself off from the Force, and I just don't know that Obi-Wan would have done that either.
He didn't in the Kenobi book.
I thought in the show he had cut himself off from the Force. No.
Well, yeah, but in the Legends book, I don't believe
he did.
Oh,
yeah, no.
I mean, he was arguably doing more training to prep himself to train Luke.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the thing I had the biggest gripe with the Kenobi show. I don't think he would have done what he did, and we don't ever get to see the grief. Like, I don't think it's in the Kenobi book. I think it's in that one of those Vader novels, post Revenge of the Sith, when Kenobi finds out who Vader is in that Tatooine bar, and he has a panic, like he's having a normal conversation with this dude. And, I mean, then he sees Vader on the hologram, and he's like, "Who's that?" And they're like, "Oh, that's Darth Vader." And then he like has a freaking panic attack, starts going through the like 5 stages of grief, like and like we don't get to see that. I mean, everyone's seen the fan art of where he dreams and all that, and the Anakin at the time is asking him where his son is and all that. I mean, like there's so much stuff that they can do, and Unfortunately, we're about 1 for 3 on showrunners that probably can handle that.
What's up, Star Wars Central? Howdy. Good to see you.
What's up, gang?
This is cool. Appreciate it. I don't know, man. I think if we were to kind of put all that together into what leads up to all that with Andor season 2, I don't know, man. I'm not worried the way I was with Mandalorian, and maybe I should be. I think it was so well done.
What?
I think the cat. What?
No.
Are you okay?
I was worried about Mando.
What are you drinking?
But I'm not as worried about Andor season 2. What am I drinking? I'm empty. The whiskey's gone, clearly.
The biggest thing I'm worried about Andor is that the numbers aren't gonna support this, because that's what they look at. I mean,
yeah.
You and I work in corporate America, bro. We know what they look at, and this could be the greatest show ever. And if no one watches it, they're gonna view it as a failure. I mean, but it's like, I don't think that's the only thing I worry about. There's nobody that has a Disney Plus subscription that'll really care. But hopefully, hopefully each week is a banger and people come back and, hey, you can pay $7 for a month and you can binge watch all of Andor season 2 and get to watch good quality TV on Disney Plus. So
Outcast Cantina, the boys been trying to get you to come check us out. Well, we appreciate you checking us out, my friend.
Yes, sir.
And I think
we're kind of checking out.
I've seen that name. I think in the take off the shirt. No.
You should.
I see
It'll
you
get
over
the views
in
up, Dana. That's what the people want.
Give the people what they want, brother.
Nobody wants that. So I just looked in Discord to verify, because I swear these guys are cool, man. Like, I got to get on their show. We're going to get you guys on our show. But I see Jay's Wing. Jay's Wing is Zane, our lore master, who is at rehearsal. Now I'm using bunny ears. Oh yeah, Cam, you're his friend on Discord. Go look at him.
Yeah, I'm going to look at it. What's he doing?
I'll let you say it, and it's not like daddy telling on his boy.
Bro's playing Marvel Rivals. All right,
he's playing Marvel Rivals now instead of being on the show.
I'm hopping in queue to see if he's actually playing a game.
What do you mean hopping in queue? You've already got game loaded? Because that sucker takes a good 2.5 minutes.
Bro, what are you talking about? Have you seen my rig, bro? I'm literally in the game right now. I'm not playing. I'm going to see if he's on the game, and I can share my screen and show you. We're
caught in 4K.
Show me. I'm going to share my screen and show me playing this game. So the reason I'm giving you grief. So I was on another podcast back a couple years a few years ago, and it was all musical theater based stuff. I was in musical theater, and the Astros are playing in the World Series.
World Series,
October or whatever.
Yeah,
and we're on the show, and I'm asking questions or whatever, and I asked this dude Mike. I'm like, "Hey man, so what do you think?" Blah blah blah. And he's staring like off into the distance, and I see this reflection on his glasses, and I'm like, "Mike, what are you doing?" Oh, hey, yeah, sorry, man. What'd you say? And I'm like, dude, we're in the middle of a freaking live show. What do you? And I'm like, wait a minute. Are you watching yeah, he's watching the World Series during now it's not as bad as Cam playing Rivals during our show. Or for that matter, Zane, who maybe allegedly has played Minecraft during our show. So you folks that are love episode 6, Vader Hilt. Yes. You guys checking us out. This is off the rails. This isn't even the show. So I'm glad it is what it is, though. It's super fun. There was one more clip I was trying to show. I can't find it. It's what's that guy? Qui-Gon. So Qui-Gon, when he's meditating, right, and he's fighting the seething Darth Maul, what is it that he's seeing? What is he moving through in his meditation? Is he just gathering peace? Like, what are those things? And there was a video that kind of played through what he might have been seeing, which was potentially Anakin's future. and I thought that was a great. I thought that was a great video to kind of see potentially what he might have been thinking. I think Qui-Gon is an enigma, and I'd love to get more. I know we got a little a Tales from the Empire or whatever it was, where we got to see some of that with him and Dooku, but I really want to see more of him at some point, Qui-Gon Jinn, and I do think he maybe potentially that's plausible that he was thinking through Anakin's future because he's the first that felt it, right? He's the first that knew.
But what
Cam,
future is he seeing?
Go ahead.
But what future is he seeing though? He's seeing the future that we see in the Mortis arc. Is he seeing what, if he lives through this, what the Force is showing him he could do with Anakin? What is he like? I personally, without seeing the tick, I think you've sent it to me. I think I know which one you're talking about, but
I might, yeah. Oh, you're the best.
I really think like in that moment, I don't think he's thinking that. I think he's thinking of calm, like just like you said earlier, Darth Maul is seething, right?
Yeah.
Well, Qui-Gon's the opposite. Qui-Gon is collecting himself, feeling what the Force, like letting the Force guide him through this fight, right? I mean, and I don't think it's a bad take. Like, no, I mean, there's no right or wrong answer, but if he's seeing Anakin's future, what future is he seeing?
Qui-Gon was a different breed of cat too. I think I'm falling in with you here because he wasn't totally sold on the Jedi, right? He wasn't totally sold on. Well, and of course he wasn't sold on the Separatist side. So maybe there's something to that. I like that dude.
Well, because he still asked Obi-Wan to train him, to train the boy. And if he sees what we see in the Mortis arc, just for example, because we get it's one of the glimpses of the future, right? I don't know if he's asking Obi-Wan to train him, right?
Or he saw all the way through, and he's Doctor Strange. There's one way that this works, and I'm gonna have to die to make sure that.
No, I don't think he's not the father.
This is the coolest scene ever. Whoa!
Back when people actually died from lightsaber stabs.
We'll train Anakin. The chosen one. The boy may be. Nevertheless, grave danger I fear in his training.
He's too old. He will not be trained.
I need him. You are the chosen one.
Grave danger I fear in his training.
Anakin's gone.
The boy is dangerous.
Anakin is gone.
They all sense it. Why can't you?
I am what remains.
That might be one of.
You also got to think. Yeah, I got to think too, man. It's a really short moment that they're in between these shields, man. Like that's a lot of information. I mean, I know the Force works so different through people, but that's a lot of information to take in at one point, right? And you would honestly think if he's taking in that vision, right? Like he's got to see, like, I mean, how important him, because he doesn't see himself in any of those visions, right? So he's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's like, well, he must realize how much of a key factor he's going to play in Anakin's, and him not being there for Anakin's training. Why would he not just wait for Obi-Wan to come, and then they close again, and then they go attack Darth Maul, right?
Awesome.
Obviously, it's not how it's supposed to happen, but you know.
That's cool. Just burst my bubble. All good.
No, it's all good.
I just like I feel like that Qui-Gon is that guy that in between time, he's not just clearing his mind, like he's working shit out. Like he just seems like that dude, and even how they wrote him in that series as well. Well, and as he, what did I just watch where he's talking to somebody?
Well, there's no right or wrong answer.
Well, where was he? He was we just talked about it. Oh,
Tales of the Jedi.
No, we talked about it like a week or two ago. But anyhow, essentially, Qui-Gon Jinn has something about him that's different than any other Jedi written that I've seen. I can't compare Qui-Gon Jinn to any other Jedi. He seemed very much I know what light is, and I will continue to draw to the light, whatever that is. And so his disagreements with Count Dooku on the Senate and government and all those pieces we saw, or Qui-Gon's disagreement with the Masters. Everything that Qui-Gon does is not to go against the Jedi Order. Everything that Qui-Gon does is to go with himself and how he feels the Force is leading him. While we see that with the others, let's look at, say, Yoda. Hard to see the future is, right? But what's he doing to fix it, or what's he doing? Is he just sitting there? We don't know. But we do know the mind of Qui-Gon to a point, and that's where I'm with you, Spooky Jawa. Qui-Gon is absolutely, in my opinion, definitely in my top 5, specifically from the prequels, because the dude's he found him. He found the one, and he knew it from the beginning, and he didn't care what anyone else said. He knew in his heart. He believed. Here we go again. He believed in Anakin Skywalker. Anyone that believes in Anakin Skywalker, I gotta tip my hat, because Anakin Skywalker was a brat. He was a whiny little dude, but in the end, man, he was the one. We don't get to choose the one. The one was chosen for us, so we didn't have a choice. How did you feel though with Qui-Gon's death when you watched it? You were pretty young, I would assume. Cam, I'm gonna ask you first. When were you born? Jeez, this 98. Was released before. Yeah, you were 1.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, you were young when you saw it, I assume.
Yeah. I mean, I was sad because the bad guy won, right? But I was just interested to see how, because I watched the OT first. I was shown the correct way to watch it.
Good for you.
But and so I was just more interested to see like how does this 10-year-old kid that's me, right? Because I'm 6, probably 6 or 7 at the time. Like how does this kid who represents me turn into the scary man in the big black suit?
Yeah. I think for that death scene, it was unexpected. Like I didn't expect it. So for me it was, oh shit, because Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, they got out of a stink there in the very beginning of the movie. So I mean, these two, they got this.
I was more shocked at Maul's death than I was Qui-Gon's, personally.
Oh, and that was quick in movie time. Like, yeah, that. God,
Obi-Wan went ham. Obi-Wan can spar when he really wants to.
Who killed Sith in all of those Jedis we saw in the first 3 episodes, the prequels? It's only 2. Anakin killed Count Dooku, and Obi-Wan killed Maul. Well, technically,
sort of.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Really, those are the only two people that killed Sith in 1,000 years. Like, why was Obi? What? Go ahead.
Anakin was the only one that killed a Sith. I mean, Darth Maul still lives.
That's what I was like. Allegedly,
we're not going to fact check.
Yeah. So okay, faced off and won. We'll say.
Oh yeah, Obi-Wan definitely.
Obi-Wan, and I don't, and I think us deepers or people who really get deep into the lore sometimes get it that Obi-Wan might have been one of, if not the greatest Jedi before Luke. And I want to brain on your parade, Cam.
Great catch there, brother.
The greatest Jedi of all time. And for yes, his force ability was all right. I mean, it was good. It wasn't nothing super awesome that I'm aware of. His saber fighting was decent. He was good duelist. But it's his wisdom, I think, for me. Like his humbleness to know I'm not the best for this guy, but I'm going to do everything I can for this guy. I'm going to pick up the reins for Luke because I know I got to go fix my mistake. No, it's not that. You have to go kill him because I screwed up. That's not what it is. But certainly, you've got Obi-Wan Kenobi. You've got Luke Skywalker. I think had Kenobi not sacrificed himself, they still would have won. Obi-Wan Kenobi was a badass. Yeah, he was old. He was badass. What would have happened had, or did he have to face off with Vader on the Death Star? Or could he have survived that?
No, he had to have, man. He had to have.
Was that the way then that you feel he had to so he could be with Luke? Is that I don't know why he felt he had to do that other than to echo into Luke's ear.
I mean, I think Obi-Wan dying, like, how does the Dagobah scene in Empire really go? How is it that impactful for Luke's character if Obi-Wan's still there? I know he's still there and Force Ghost in the sky form, but like it's different, because I think Obi-Wan has to die. I think it makes his death more impactful with the fact that he dies and then is able to train Luke from a Force Ghost.
Yeah,
because he's the first Force Ghost we ever see, right?
Yep.
I mean, before the Kenobi show, I mean, Qui-Gon hadn't finished his training. Qui-Gon was one of the first ones that was looking at becoming a Force Ghost, like learning how to transcend beyond death, and then Obi-Wan was canonically the first to ever achieve that, I guess, up until a few years ago. I guess it's Qui-Gon technically now, but
I did like how they weaved all of that with Qui-Gon through like Clone Wars and whatever I was just watching the other day.
Well, the reason he was able to do it on Mortis was because of
that's what it was.
The Force. It was the Force energy. He never finished his training. He was, if George wishes, he was never supposed to become a Force Ghost. I mean, I'm not mad that we might get to see Liam Neeson again, but I mean, he never finished his training.
Yeah. I got you. Well, folks, we hit 10 o'clock and we weren't supposed to. We got off on some tangents tonight, but I'll take it. That was a hell of a show, you two. And Outcast Cantina, thank you for joining Spooky Jawa. As always, I promise I'm getting into that chat this week. I've got all kinds of other stuff going on. Gosh, who else joined? Dingus Den. That's the greatest name, I swear. Dingus Den. Andrew Haley.
He does a lot of
I don't think
comic stuff. It's
nice.
Pretty cool. I've been on his show a couple times.
Oh, look at this guy. Look what he's doing. He's
get around. So
I know what you're doing. Hey, all good. Get out there, man. Have fun. That's what this is about. Community, right? Like hang out, talk.
Better than being a host. I don't have to do any of the work. I just
Yeah, and every time I'm like, "Hey, I need some help," crickets. Josiah,
Well, I'm not
going
in the
in
main
there.
chat,
Congrats,
so.
Josiah. By the way, I didn't get to say that earlier. Jeremy, good to see you. Who else? I think that's about it
I think
tonight.
that's
There's been
it.
a couple other in the background, but Zane, we caught you playing Rivals literally right now.
Caught in 4K.
That's right, caught in 4K. Couple of last announcements. Don't forget, March 28th, Zane's band, Thomas Babiak and 30 Rack, is releasing their new song, My Poor Liver. And yes, that is what the song's called. And probably, yes, drinking is the focus of the song. It's great. My Poor Liver, March 28th. April 22nd, Andor Season 2. That's also a Tuesday. We're going to do some way, shape, or form a watch party, kind of like Theory does, I guess. We'll figure it out. And we'll watch Andor instead of the show, or have, we'll watch it in the background, whatever. And then what else? If you're trying to figure out what Dana does for a living, I don't know. It's whatever's on that screen back there. But I also do
Dr. Dana Exposed.
coaching and speaking and master class stuff, all kinds of stuff. And I have a mastermind class starting on April 7th for communication, and it's based on the book by John Maxwell, Everyone Communicates, Few Connect. Go check that out. I've got a post on my TikTok about that, and Facebook, etc. Man, good show. Debbie, sorry we missed you. Zane, sorry we missed you. And Cam,
Andrew, sorry we had you on.
Thank you for joining late, Andrew. We appreciate you stepping in
to save the day. It's just
next week,
man. It's all
I don't know what we're talking about, but we're gonna talk about something.
Just come vibe, bro.
We'll come vibe. Cam, thanks for being here tonight, man. I know you're tired.
Do your Star Wars hot takes.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, we will see you all next week. And remember, kids, peace is a lie. There is only passion. Good night.